Hello, I'm Bill LeMay, and thank you for watching Community Matters. We hope you'll continue to watch as we discuss issues facing our community and provide you with the resources and information needed to find solutions. Today, we're at Little Blue Bakehouse to discuss the opportunities the Bakehouse provides to pastry chefs and bakers. We're joined by co-owners Allison and Vick, and to both of you, welcome. Oh, I think I really need to sample some things when we're done with this. But
we got you.
This is an awesome place. So let's start with both of you. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
We're both born and raised in Raleigh. We both went to NC State. We moved to Austin, Texas after college, and Carl did a master's program, went into tech sales. I went into the corporate world and international education, but then switched into the pastry world, and eventually was a pastry chef there. Moved home after we started our family, because all of our family is here in the Raleigh area. And then in 2018, started a small macaron business, making French macarons and doing pop-ups in markets. And it got big enough that Carl joined me a couple of years later. And then when we wanted to open a brick and mortar, he came up with this concept, and here we are.
Oh, no, so you're not the baker.
I'm not the baker.
You're the assistant to the baker.
I'm the assistant baker. And I put on every hat possible here at Little Blue Bakehouse to make this business run. Electrician sometimes, plumber sometimes, admin, bookkeeping, all that kind of stuff. But yes, I do fill macarons a lot too and help with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Congratulations to both of you. This is a beautiful space.
Thank you.
And the display cases are awesome. How did this even come to be? Now, did you want to first open your own shop, or, how did this work out?
Yeah, just running those numbers when we first started thinking about doing our own shop, which would have just been macarons and coffee maybe. Just the square footage and the price for that square footage was very high for something like that. And really, that fed into all the other people we met along the way, other pastry chefs as well, kind of having the same sort of story. And what that led to was, this idea, which is more something to help with that, getting over that threshold of that initial brick and mortar, especially for people that are pastry focused and want to do something more like a cafe.
Yeah, when you have a small bakery business, often you are either working out of your home and it's been certified by the Department of Agriculture, or you're working out of a commercial kitchen and you're seeking out wholesale clients, or you're participating in pop-ups and markets all of the time. You don't really have your own retail space. So after we worked in a commercial kitchen for 3.5 years running this macaron business, we saw what a great need there was for a smaller commercial kitchen that is tuned just towards sweets makers, bakers, anybody in that realm that would fall under the Department of Agriculture rather than the Department of Health. To have a space of their own, because right now it's a lot of food trucks, it's a lot of catering operations that run out of these larger kitchens. So you're competing for oven space with somebody who's braising meat for 8 hours, and then you're putting your cookies in right after. So, we wanted a place that was really just going to be sweets focused, but have that commercial kitchen aspect, and also give small bakery businesses, use it as a stepping stone so that they can see what opening a brick and mortar is like, see how it runs, grow their team while they're here, and then decide, is this something that I want to do? Do I want to open a brick and mortar space? Do I want to change my business in another direction without having to commit to opening their own brick and mortar, because it is a huge financial risk.
Well, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about, because you have all of these different showcases, and each one of those is a different pastry chef, right? And they're shared the responsibility of what? How does this whole system work? Because it's a benefit to all of them, obviously, but the ultimate goal is to what? Move on and have your own shop? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I can't. We've been here a year and a half now, but I can't wait for that to happen. So, it's not just an idea anymore. It's actually a working business model that is creating more small businesses in the Raleigh area. Especially, for people that have sweet tooths that really want to eat sweet things. I feel like we need more of that, and better coffee too, maybe.
Yeah. But there's a lot of food halls in the area, and we often get tagged as being a dessert-based food hall because there are a variety of so many different items in one space. People are obviously just experiencing the cafe when they get here, but they can look through that giant window and see the commercial kitchen and see how people are running their businesses in the back, because we do have 5 small businesses that operate out of about a 2,000 square foot kitchen.
Well, the other question I have for you is each one seems to be offering a different perspective. Now, how does it work out, and how do you keep all of these competitive people doing something different?
So we do have a wait list, right? It's not first come, first serve. There's a lot of things we consider. This isn't necessarily a place for you when you're first starting out. Usually people have already been doing markets or have some wholesale in town. Since we're lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to choose who comes in, it's very much more of like a membership. We can really, make sure we have people selected that are not going to be stepping on each other's toes as much with their products. And we do want that variety in here.
Yeah, we want to keep it diverse. Every single baker here has something that they focus on as their primary specialty product. So for example, I make macarons, so we're not going to bring anybody in who also makes macarons, but there's a little bit of overlap. There may be somebody who makes the best cupcakes in town. They're the only one who does the cupcakes, but they make muffins, and another baker also makes muffins if that's not their primary.
Well, everything was delicious. You've only been open, almost 2 years?
A year and a half. Yeah.
A year and a half. Mm-hmm. So expectations, I'm sure you had some going in. How's it panned out for you?
I would say better than expected. I was very nervous. I've never done anything quite like this. I think I've been on the business side that's more behind a desk maybe. But yeah, just trying to stay, spry and on my toes and adaptive to whatever's needed. And that's kind of the spirit of this place too. Just be flexible to whatever business might need. We want to keep growing, and there's still stuff to figure out and do and make better.
Yeah, every day is a learning curve. And some days are easier, some days are a little tougher, but, every day that we learn something new, it helps us hopefully be a little bit better in the future.
Do you have a favorite part of the process?
I honestly really like interacting with customers. When we were working in a commercial kitchen, I was doing pop-ups, and I loved front-facing. I loved being at markets and talking to people, talking about the product and meeting people, especially repeat customers. And then when the pandemic hit and markets just were halted for so long and we pivoted to a wholesale model, I lost that ability to be in person and talk to people so much. So since we've opened this space and now we have this retail aspect and people are coming in, like I love coming out and telling people, particularly first timers, about the concept and what we're doing or helping answer questions. I don't know. It's just really nice getting to talk to people again, I think.
Well, you like making macarons too.
I like making macarons
too. Yeah, I mean, you're really creative with the macarons. Any kind of shape, characters, color. I mean, you name it, flavor.
You should let us be the judge of that.
I will. I will. I will. If you think you're getting out of here without a box of macaron.
We're going to take a break. Right? We're at the Little Blue Bakehouse. It's awesome. It really is. Stick around because there's a lot more to come.